the MT-10. 10,000k service is done. She is a weapon. So the Yamaha technicians have gone over it all, checked everything out, adjusted everything. Bike is fine, no issues as such. The new Dunlop rear tyre. So, sorry, Bridgestone, I don't know why I said Dunlop. New Bridgestone rear tyre, 190. Really good. Had no real problems with it at all. They're really deep, so I'm looking forward to that. They reckon they're going to be last longer than 10,000k, so we'll see. Grip wise, I had no problems with it. A little bit vibration-y due to a lip on this edge, which has worn down and just gets better. So I think that's going to be a good tyre. It'll be interesting to see how it wears on the track, because I'm really keen to get this bike out on the track again. The first time I went out on the track, I only had 360 k's on it, coming off a Harley, so and I didn't want to over rev it, but also I needed to get used to the bike. Now I'm used to the bike. I'd be really keen to see how I go from there. Our next upgrade, if you will be the Woolwich quickshifter. So that'll incorporate into what I already have with the Woolwich tune, custom tune that Fred from Pro Cycle Dyno has done. The Yamaha technician went through the process that they go through in their service, and you will see that Bevan, the guy that was talking to us, he apparently was one of 10 in Australia that went to the technician's finals, if you will, and so very good at what he does. And one of the things he pointed out was, when you do a custom map in these that is not a Yamaha process, it's understandable that they won't have all of the access to that because it's a new system. But most of the time with a baseline tune, if it's done by the right people, there shouldn't be any issues. So let's move on from there. The next upgrade I'm a bit excited about, because after riding that MT-09 with the quickshifter, that was extremely fun and so much fun to use. Now the Woolwich one, apparently it has the auto blip downshifter, the launch setup, racetrack governor limiters and computers and all this type of stuff, which we'll go through on the day. And the last thing, which I hum and ha about all the time, is taking that decap pipe off and getting it a bit louder. I do, after riding the MT-09, it reminds me of that noise, you know. I can really get the cameras going and you can hear it, and it's exciting, and that's something that I do really like, noise. But I also like this thing because at the moment it's stealth and you just don't hear it coming through the mountains. So it's really, I'm tossing up. You know, it's so hard to sort of say yay or nay because I like quiet. But then when you get under a bike with a straight through pipe on it, you know, let's face it, how good does it sound? Oh yes, all right. Well, thank you for watching. I guess I'm not sure what the next video will be, but let's just go from there. Cheers. G'day, Wazza here. Alright, today we're at Team Moto, Yamaha at Enoggera for our 10,000k service on the Yamaha MT-10. The team here seem pretty good, so we're going to put it in for a service. Alright, the MT-10's finished. Bevan here. How are you, Bevan?
Hi.
My name's Warren.
Hi, Warren.
Now, did you want to show me some stuff on the MT-10?
Yeah, I'm just going to show you what the diagnostics is, the Yamaha diagnostic tool.
Yep, okay.
Which is for about 016 and onwards.
Okay.
So we just got to get to the diagnostic plug.
Okay. Oh yes, pull the seat off. I'll look at the front while you're doing that. So how was it overall for its 10,000k service?
Fine. Yeah.
Yep, no problems whatsoever.
Now, you'll find here there's a plug. It's always near the battery.
Yep.
It's a 4-pin plug. But you need an adapter and an interface to go into the program, into the Yamaha program.
Yep. So this is what you do to service and tune these?
This is to diagnose faults and rectify faults.
Okay. So do we have any faults on this particular one?
I'll show you in a minute.
Okay.
So you've got to turn the bike on. You go into the tool.
It's nice of you to spend some time with me, Bevan.
That's all right. Okay, so it says connect to vehicle, which I'll do. It says turn it off and on, which I've done. So now it's going to look at the ECU on the motorcycle. Right, now because the bike's been here before, in anywhere in Australia or the world, it will detect it through the VIN number, which is encoded in the ECU. So it's found the bike. Now I've done this already because I had to go into it for the service, but it's a periodic service, and I'll put my name in it because I'm doing it, and I'll put down the kilometres, which is 10.463.
So I think some of this stuff I might just pull off so that no one sees that stuff.
No, that's no big deal there.
That's big deal?
No, not really. So save that. Now what that does allows me into the next section of the program.
Yep.
Here, and we go to diagnostic function. This is what we normally do on a service, and we look at what faults come. Now the fault that's come up is there's been an engine stall. Now that's quite common on all bikes.
Yep.
You might have stopped it by the side stand, anything like that.
I did it twice, yep. Probably 3 times, and I stalled it twice.
Alright, so what we do is we highlight it, delete it, go OK.
Yep. Wait for it to feed.
Delete. Oh, select, sorry. Delete.
Erase all. Yep.
Save.
It always happens.
There we go.
There we go.
Right, so now it's got a clear history for next time. So there's no malfunctions in the history.
What else would you see as in a troubleshooter?
It could be an ABS fault, possibly through doing a burnout and not rotating the front wheel.
Okay. So, yep, I don't do that. I can't see the point.
If people that do that,
and there are plenty
fault
people
will come up,
okay.
because the front wheel's not turning.
Now,
so
I also,
the bike thinks it should be turning.
Okay, now I also heard that people say you stall it or you coast it down a hill with no engine on, the engine fault light can come up on that as well.
Look, you do anything with the engine not going, it's going to wonder what's going on.
Okay, so the computers are pretty good.
Oh yes. So now we go, say diagnostic function, for instance. This is above and beyond a normal service. So ABS, select. We can do tests on these things. So I'll give you one example of a test. So I hold the A down.
So you put the brake lever on. Yep.
Actuate. Do it.
Connect.
So that's doing the test there. Anyway, so that's that.
Yep.
Okay. Now it's checking to go into the bike again.
Maintenance record, so it's got everything there. If someone buys a second-hand bike, you just click it in and it gives you maintenance records if it's done right.
And as you can see now, unfortunately I went into this bike 3 times today, so it's got 3 checks, see that?
Yep.
But they're all pretty much the same kilometres.
Yep.
But that's only because I've been into it a couple of times.
Check
these are what we've done.
Yep.
Right.
Well, that gives the people a clear understanding of what goes on and why it's important to service your bike regularly and come to the proper place.
That's right. And say monitoring. So you can monitor all these things.
Yep. And another thing that we talked about previously is some people feel that when you do an ECU flash that it affects all this, but a baseline ECU tune doesn't affect this, and you still are able to look at it.
The only time Yamaha will change the ECU is if there's a modification come out, and they did that on the MT-09. They haven't done one on an MT-10. So there are no modifications. You'll see ECU reprogram there I've just gone into.
Yeah, because mine's got an ECU flash on it.
Yeah.
And that
Well-
affects it not at all?
It does affect it because there's some things I can't do in this program.
Okay.
So verify software, it's going to go in there. So it does hinder some of the diagnostics.
Yeah. But still, overall, you're right with it all?
I can do faults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I would have to say, go back to him if something in relation to his work buggered up that
exactly,
you couldn't fix. Yep. But
And it
overall,
probably would affect your warranty
yep.
on that component now.
Yep. So what would it say be the problem?
Well, I can't. If there's something I can't fix by it, and it's hindered by the ECU because I can't use the diagnostic tool, then it restricts me.
Yep.
And there's it only can find the ABS software verification. Okay.
Yep.
So that's really what it's all about. And you can do some monitoring and logging and changing your CO.
So most of the stuff you have here, it doesn't affect it at all. The race tune I did on it, it's just
it hinders you a little bit. I can't change the idle speed, things like that.
yeah, which is all part of that
Yeah.
system anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not a biggie. It's just a case of you guys can do most of the stuff.
We can, yeah.
All right.
No worries. So
All
that's
right. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for that. The MT's got a new rear tyre. And we're ready to go.
it. We're ready to go.
Thank you very much, Bevan.
No problem.